This is Dr. Vaishali, and I'm reading from the book Substance of Homeopathy, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran. Chapter number 51, State and Pathology. Case number 2. A man aged 32, he suffered from the intense attack of urticaria, uh, which leads to edema with suffocation and gasping for air. He has had a take steroid, and this has been happening for 4 to 5 years. He passed out the medical college but did not continue in the medical profession because he chose to join his father's business. Why did this happen? I asked, and he said, I went to the medical college at a time when my father's business needed someone to take care of, but my brother was more inclined to business than me. I thought I should find a new pasture, and then my brother decided to do something else, and I felt if I did not take over my father's business, it would be collapse. And so I asked, why is that important to you? And he said, money is everything in life. Business gives you money. Medical practice would not give me that sort of money. Money is everything. That is what people ask you about, not a qualification. The most important people are the one with a money. The family was very wealthy, and this man has been to Agra and yet has not seen the Taj Mahal. I wanted to see the extent of his fixity of idea about the money, so I asked him, what about the artist, scientist, inventor, etc.? How many business are known? Suppose Mother Teresa were to walk on the street, and on another street most rich businessman was walking. Where would the crowd be? And he said, with Mother Teresa, this woman is famous because she is the head of an organization that has so much money. I was taken aback. The man is obsessed with making money. His father was born in the Pakistan in 1947. At the time of partition, uh, sorry, his father was born in Pakistan, and in 1947, at the time of partition, the father was rich. Within a day, they had to leave everything and rush to the India. It was a situation of tremendous fear. The father was painless. Father was at this time that the boy was born, and had nothing at all with them, and so by the time he grew up in a very critical condition, the business was doing well afterward, and he inherited the father's anxiety, which was understandable in the father, but since he was quite rich, it would not be expressed fully in him. He had to suppress a big part of the feeling. He had a session of psychotherapy, and which helped a lot. This was used to expose him to the idea that he was living his father's delusion. I would repeat the remedy by giving him the video cassettes of the interview to watch, and then it stopped acting. So he was given a Rania 50 m. I thought the video was about a 10 m. His urticaria was gradually improving, and after repeating the Briannia 50 m again, he improved psychologically, and by the last follow up, he had changed his um, father's style, means father's delusion, and changed his life almost, and he had started relaxing and taking time off from the work. Now, what is the mental disease? What is the mental pathology? When even a physical pathology is not enough to express the delusion, then the person becomes mentally ill. Mentally ill people cut off partially or fully outer reality, etc. They can live their own inner reality. When they cut off partially, they develop a neurosis. When they cut off fully, they develop a psychosis. Many times, it is difficult to differentiate between the intense mental state and the mental pathology. For example, stramonium, delusion of the ghost. An intense state may look like neurosis or even psychosis. The difference is that the state is only expressed to the extent that reality will permit and will not change if reality permits it. In a neurosis or psychosis, the compulsion remains even if it is harmful to the patient in his outer reality. He cannot help doing it. He is unable to suppress it. So now the mind is diseased. Let us consider the symptom wash her hand. In mental state, the patient, for example, like Canino, would not keep washing his hand in a crowded place. He will control and suppress it. If you convince such patient or person that it is bad to wash hand 20 times a day, he will reduce it to 5 times, and the rest will become a pathology. The neurotic, or the other hand, will adjust his old schedule so that he can wash his hand 20 times a day. His entire life become a constricted. He has to wash because he is never nowhere, no, he cannot suppress or he cannot control. He is helpless. The mind, the highest economy itself, is no longer free. This is the highest suppression, where the pathology has no more importance place to express itself. So even if it is look very odd in the situation, means in the outer reality, he is still compelling to wash his hand. In a mental state, the inner reality takes control and can lead to schizophrenia or the manic depression. In some patients, after treatment, the pathology improves first. The state stays the same until the pathology disappears. Then the state of mind improves last. Other people feel better mentally, emotionally, and physically. In my logic and experience, it seems that when a person becomes fixed, stuck in his situation, like already having heavily involved in the business and need to get return, like being stuck in the brand situation, then his state needs the situation and the situation needs him, his state. For instance, a man has a delusion of tiger, he goes to the jungle and you give him stramonium. If he relaxes, that is the end of him, eaten by tiger. If the patient is stuck in the outer reality, the state is needed, and in this case, the pathology will improve but not the state. If people are not stuck, the state will get better first and then the pathology will improve. After the state start reducing, they will have to look for a way out. Their outer situation will be very stressful and they will try to find the quickest and safest way out. And for instance, in the last case, it would be get out of the business and into the medicine. That is the healing. This is the understanding that has helped me a lot in the practice. It explained why in some cases the pathologies get better first in the other, and the other is last, others last. In some cases it is last. It is necessary for the mental state to improve first. We are treating the state, not the pathology, and we have to understand the state. From this study of state and pathology, we also learn the importance and significance of the dream, hobbies, and etc. Activities. We are unable to follow the progress of the case more definitely as the pathology get better. The dreams increase in number, or if the patients used to dream a lot, the dreams decrease in number. When they return, it is the time repeat the medicine. This whole idea is apparent paradox that pathology develops when the situation is too comfortable to allow the inner state to express itself. I remember the magnesium patient who told me that her chief anxiety earlier in life was to get settled. As long as she was single, she was fine. But after getting married with a loving husband, she developed asthma. She could not understand why. When told that her asthma had worsened because she was now married and settled, she exclaimed, "Oh my God, must I get a divorce to become better then?"